Let's manifest the best year for 2024 or whenever. Hello, my love tribe. Welcome to Heartblend Podcast. I'm your host, Lindsay Christian, and I focus on mindset and wellness for sensitive souls. I am so happy and excited to have you. Today we have a good topic. Okay, we are talking about creating the best year for 2024 through manifestation. If you love manifestation, leave a comment below because I love manifesting. And so I wanted to share with you my best tips and strategies when it comes to manifesting. There's so many rules and techniques and all of these things when it comes to manifestation, whether it's raise your vibration or detach from your manifestation and let go and do all this stuff. I really want to make things so much easier for you, to explain things for you. And so in this episode, I'm going to share with you how to manifest in 4 easy steps. And then I'll also share with you some of the common mistakes that we run into when it comes to manifesting. So let's dive in. The first step to manifestation, number 1, is vision setting. Okay. So when you set your vision, what does that mean? That means we need to know exactly what it is that we want. Okay. So a lot of times we can get overwhelmed by trying to focus on so many things and trying to focus on, okay, well, I want a nice body. I want a new car. I want a new house. I want everything. Okay. All right, let's slow down. Let's calm down. Let's focus on just one thing. So if you could receive one thing right now that you would really, really, really want, what would that be? Okay. And so that is where we need to kind of shift our focus. When you narrow down what you want, it makes it so much easier for you to focus on it, because let's be honest, that one thing that we're focused on has a whole system of other things attached to it, right? And so we need to utilize our energy in focusing on that one thing. The key things that are so important when creating your vision is clarity. So many times we are not clear on what we want for our vision, and our vision has got to be 2020, okay? So, or 2024. But no, seriously, our vision has got to be super clear. And so for that, we want to make sure that we know exactly what we want. We know why we want this thing. We know what value this particular thing is going to add back into our lives. Okay, we've got to get real familiar with that thing that we want. The next piece to creating your vision is starting to add tangible things for your vision. Okay, so once you have it created in your mind first, we need to then start to materialize that vision. The key to vision setting is continuously building momentum around the invisible, making it visible. So we start off with the first level, thoughts, and we move up to the second level, writing it down, words. Okay. Then we move up to the third level, images. So this could be like a vision board or even a vision wallpaper, something, on your phone or something like that, that you can see, you can visibly see your thoughts now. And pictures say 1,000 words. So it's so important that you pick the best images that resonate with you, that feel personal to you, that you can see yourself in. The next step to your manifestation process is going to be clearing out what doesn't need to be there, clearing out those blockages that are keeping you from manifesting the thing you want. Okay, so when we clear those things out, it's important to understand the containers of energy. Thoughts are containers of energy. Emotions are even bigger containers of energy, probably one of the biggest containers. Physical items are containers of energy. They hold energy. Okay, they've done so many experiments and studies of actually utilizing emotion and affirmations in one space over the other. You should really check out that whole study when it talked about affirmations and water, when it talked about like positive affirmations made the water molecules look like crystals, and negative affirmations made the water molecules look diseased and deformed. We do transfer energy consistently. It always happens. So understand that everything contains energy. And if those containers of energy are creating resistance to what you want, how do you think it's going to come in? Now, a common mistake, I'm going to give you a mistake already, but a common mistake that people make is, this is like a placeholder for me right now. I don't have the thing I want, but then if I don't have this, I don't have anything. Like, I'm not going to get rid of that. I don't have it right now. So why should I get rid of this particular thing? I'll do that when I get the thing that I want. Doesn't work like that. Okay? When we hold on to things that we don't need, that often stems from a scarcity mindset. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, we all have been there, or we are there now, or we know somebody that has been there. When we stay in the scarcity mindset, we often feel tight. We feel closed in. We feel like we're pinching at just a little bit of stuff, right? We don't feel open. We don't feel expansive. We don't feel at ease. We don't feel relaxed. We don't feel any of that. We feel like, but no, let me get that little piece. You see, when you're open and you're relaxed and you've got space, new comes in. And when new comes in, you're not scrambling to, you gotta go, get out. You don't have to do all that. It just comes right on in. And sometimes things move out even when we're not ready. Like we go through a breakup or we lose a job. We need the old to go. And a lot of times what makes it even worse is we know that thing has to go, but we're in this space of fear trying to hold on to it. So, step 2, clear it out, let it go. All right. The next step to your manifesting process is positioning. Now, this is something I don't hear a lot of people sharing. I've shared it on this podcast before, but position yourself to receive. So what does that mean? That means you've got to get ready. When you get ready, that means you know it's coming. You know it's yours. You are ready to have it. If you are presented with the thing you want, but you're like, oh wait, no, I'm not ready yet. What is the whole point of trying to manifest? You mean to tell me that thing you want comes in, but then you're like, oh, no, I'm not ready. Then that means you just rejected the thing that you wanted. So then you can't receive it yet. So we've got to get ourselves ready, whatever that looks like. If it's learning more information, if it's educating yourself, if it's just whatever it is, if you're wanting to get in shape, you've got to get ready for the gym. You're not going to the gym with jeans on and a turtleneck and some high heel boots. That's not workout outfit. You've got to get ready. You got to get in position to receive. Okay, step number 3, we're almost done. Step number 4, when it comes to manifestation, is going to be alignment. Okay, so how are you going to align yourself with your manifestation, with your desire? And what does alignment mean anyway? So I know I hear that a lot of times when it comes to align your frequencies, align your mindset, align your emotions, right? And that can be so confusing and frustrating, especially when they're saying to align your emotions with what you want. What does that really mean? You know what I mean? Like, are they saying I'm supposed to be happy all the time? I mean, that's not realistic. And that can also make you feel like super paranoid to just be normal and be yourself because you're starting to feel maybe anxious or frustrated. And like, oh, no, I can't feel frustrated because I'm not going to manifest. Ah! Like, it's too much. When I say alignment for your emotions, what I mean is when you know that you have something, how do you feel about it? A lot of times you feel neutral. It doesn't mean that you've got to be super excited, like, I'm so excited, I'm gonna have this thing. I'm gonna get my man. I believe I'm gonna have $100,000. I believe. Oh, no. Okay. And it also doesn't mean that we drop down and we're like, I just don't believe I can have it. I don't think I can have it. It's not going to happen. I'm so worried. You see, those emotions are not in alignment. Okay? None of those emotions are in alignment. I'm going to ask you a simple question. Do you know that you can have the thing that you want? And once you say, yes, I know that, what are your emotions then? Okay, so our emotions are going to fluctuate here and there because we're going to be reacting to our reality from time to time. But it's really about just creating that sense of faith, of just knowing. That's it. And then you start embodying that energy. You start acting as if you have that thing. You start walking differently, you start speaking differently, you start dressing differently, you start carrying yourself differently. Those are the only steps you have to do in order to manifest what you want. So if you're ready to manifest like you've never manifested before, I've got just the thing for you. So down below in the description, you can find my link to Manifesting a Miracle in 12 Days program. Now, I know this is short notice, and I know that this program is not going to be here very long. It's only going to be here to the end of December. And because I know that, I am making it hella cheap for you guys, okay? So I'm offering you this program for 50% off. There's a coupon below that you can go ahead and apply and get started on your manifestation process in just 12 days. It's just enough time for you to either end the year strong or to create the best year coming in. And I'm really, really excited about it. This program is so special. There's no other program like this program because I truly believe in the power of your mind. So through this, not only am I teaching you techniques and things you can do and activities that we can apply, but the power really comes in by shifting your subconscious mind. So this program has morning visualization meditation practices, evening meditation practices, mantra sessions throughout the day, and it also has guided workbooks as well. Now, these meditations are only in the program. They're not here on the podcast, so they're only there, and they are super powerful. So you are going to get that opportunity to focus on your vision for 3 days, clearing for 3 days, positioning for 3 days, and getting into alignment for 3 days, because I truly believe you don't need to use all this time and months and maybe even years trying to manifest something. By utilizing this hyper-focused program of just 3 days for each section, you are going to increase your results drastically. So, everything's laid out for you, so it takes out the guesswork. You gain a little structure to your manifestation process, and you have guidance along the way to keep you focused. There's also a community group a part of this program because I believe that when we work together in numbers, we accelerate our manifestation even more. I truly, truly believe that. Whether you're ready to end this year strong or manifest a new year coming in, this program is going to be so powerful for you, and I'm going to do it with you. I'm really, really excited. I hope that you enjoy that program, and it's so much fun. You can get started right away. I do give you a little buffer time so you don't feel rushed doing the program, but I think you'll really enjoy it. I will tell you though, once you start that program, the program starts. So I don't want you to think that you can just breeze through the program and just say, okay, I'm starting today and then I get all 12 days. Or you start today and I'll do day 3 next week. No, once you start, that program starts. You're starting your session for 12 full days. So this is only for the people that are truly ready to elevate and change their lives. Okay? Now, before we end this podcast, I did want to go over some of the common mistakes we make in manifesting. The number one mistake we make in manifestation is making the desire bigger than us. You cannot make the thing you want more important or better than you in your mind. That makes no sense. You are the co-creator of this experience. You have a seat in the executive board, okay? This thing, whatever it is that you want, it's just to make your life more enjoyable while you're here because life is short. So a lot of times we move into this space of feeling like we're not good enough for it or we're not worthy of it. It's just something that you want. That's it. Okay, so that's the number one mistake we make. Number 2 mistake we make is that we move into a space of obsession. So I think a lot of times people say, okay, detach, like calm down. All right, you're overwatering the plant right now. Okay, so that's why I really, really love the program, because you only spend 3 days on each step of the process. You're not going to get stuck on one step. So a lot of times when we're trying to manifest on our own, it's very easy to overly visualize, to keep thinking about it over and over again. And we haven't even done the other steps. We haven't gotten ourselves in position. We haven't gotten ourselves in alignment. And then last but not least, we haven't gotten ourselves in a space of just enjoying our life, taking care of the things that we have now. I mean, imagine the trade-off there. If you had to trade everything off from what you have that you enjoy currently in your life for that one other thing, is it balanced? And that requires your energy to be present. So that's why you'll hear the advice, detach, let go, take a break, whatever. I think what's most important is knowing that that particular thing that you want is complementary to you. It's not higher than you. And would you really obsess over something that is complementary to you, right? No, you wouldn't. You would have that feeling of knowing that it's for you. And you know that that thing that you want is going to get on your nerves sometimes, and that's okay. But at the bare minimum, you know that you have it. So we don't need to obsess over it. We don't need to think about it 100 times a day to make it happen. I think that's what we do sometimes when we're trying to manifest. We're just like, okay, keep thinking about it, keep thinking about it, keep thinking about it over and over again. Yes. No. It's just about believing and knowing that it's yours. And we're doing what we need to do in order to have it. That's it. The third common mistake that I see when it comes to manifestation is that we feel overwhelmed by the process. And that can be really frustrating when you're trying to overly do it. And there's something special about our brains that recognize when we put in too much effort for something, the brain actually is looking for you to receive it. It's looking for the return on investment, if you will. And so when you don't see that return, when you don't see the evidence of that thing that you want, you give up. You feel more depressed than you did before you started manifesting. So again, that's another reason why I created that program, so that it's simple for you. It's easy for you. And once you understand those techniques and process, it's not a problem, right? It's like, okay, I did the work for 12 days. I'm good. There's nothing else I need to do. Just keep getting into alignment. That's it. Focus on the things that I love, I care about. Keep it simple. Don't overdo it. And so my last common mistake when it comes to manifesting is not using affirmations appropriately. A lot of times we focus on what we don't want, or we keep focusing on our current circumstance. So we'll say like, well, I don't want this, or I don't want that, or I definitely don't want this to happen again, or I definitely don't want this type of person, or I don't want this kind of job. We know that, right? What do you want? And make that clear. And state it in the present tense. It is so important. I cannot stress that enough. Speak with present verbs. I feel. I know. I am. I am is the biggest activation when it comes to the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is where things shift for you. Because the conscious mind is the biggest skeptic. It only goes based off of what we see. If we consistently put ourselves in the future, then we run the risk of always keeping ourselves out of arm's reach. And what I mean by that, what I mean is things are always going to feel far away to us. And that reality keeps being pushed a little further and further and further away. So state it in the present tense in order to have it come to you faster. Okay. The present moment is the only thing we have control over is right now. And it speeds up really fast, right? Okay. So overall, that is everything I have to share with you when it comes to manifesting. I hope that you all manifest the very best year for 2024. If you have any other manifestation tips, please share them down below. And I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see how we're all going to level up very, very soon. I feel it. I know it. I just know. Okay? All right. Well, that concludes this video on creating the best year when it comes to manifestation. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank yourself for showing up today. This is Heartblend Podcast.